Okay, so in order to do this, in order to view these items, we want to head over to the home.ts file. Inside of here, I want to add a private shopping, and that will be a reference to our shopping list service. So we'll need to import this once again. So inside of here, we can then create a shopping list dollar, and this will just represent an observable. So in order to use an observable, we'll need to import that from rxjs/observable. So that will be an observable list of items. So we need to also import our items from our item model. And then inside of the constructor, or you could do this inside of a lifecycle hook, it's up to you. We could say this .shopping list dollar is equal to this .shopping, and on our shopping I want to get the shopping list. So that returns us a list of shopping items, but here I also want to get the snapshot changes, because the snapshot changes allows us to get both the key and the value. If we just wanted the values themselves, we could get the value changes. But as we're going to be using the keys in the future, we're going to use the snapshot changes methods. We could then map these items, which returns us a list of changes. And for each change, we want to return a changes.map, whereas we have a new object that returns us a key with the payload.key, and then the spread operator to also return the payload.val. So let's have a quick look at what exactly this is doing. So we're starting off by saying this.shopping.getShoppingList. So this returns us a DB list. On that database list, we're saying, hey, get me the snapshot changes, which gives us both the key and value pairs. Or rather, it gives us access to these things. So then what we're doing is we're mapping over these changes, and we're saying, hey, for each one of these changes, I want to return a new object. And it's important when we're using the arrow syntax to return an object and nothing else, we have to wrap this inside of parentheses. So what exactly is happening here is that for each one of the changes, effectively, we now have a new object that has the value of the key, and then the values itself. So this will be things like name, iPad Pro, etc. So all of these things are then an observable. So what we can then do is head over to our home.html, and inside of the ion content, we can effectively make a new ion list. This will also have an ion list header, and we'll use the header to display the amount of items. For now, we'll just simply put this as items. And for each item, using ng4, by saying let item of shopping list dollar, don't forget to pipe that with async. I want to simply display the item.name. So when we save this file, you can now see that we have iPad Pro and the iPad Pro 9-inch. This will be different for you depending on what items you added to your shopping list. So this is awesome. We can then go back here and add a new item. So let's add something different, maybe the iPhone X or the iPhone 10. We can say the quantity is 1 and the price is abysmal, so that's £999. If we then hit add, we can then see that we have finally the iPhone 10. So what we've then been able to achieve is a shopping list which we can add, and these items are persisted on refresh. So no matter how many people access the shopping list, they would all currently get the same shopping list spread across different devices, but also we're able to add items to that list. Let's make it a little more interesting. Now I want to add maybe an alert that pops up, a toast at the bottom of the screen that maybe says that, hey, we've added this item to the list when we decide to do that, and then potentially the ability to delete and edit items. It's all coming up in the next few videos.